And they all died. Hello everyone, and welcome to the grand finale of Cronus Plays Final Fantasy IV The After Years. Now, depending on what party you have, you'll get different cutscenes here. Because we have Theodore, we're going to go to, Rosa's house, because apparently Theodore's grandmother is the only one that actually cares about him. It's kind of sad, really. Now, I do like how they do these little cutscenes, because you can actually... That was a little fast, but the Black Mage is holding off a monster down there. And that's cool. It's showing that other people are actually strong and can fend off these monsters, but without taking the spotlight away from the main characters. We finally get to see the Krillins finally kill something in Dragon Ball Z, even though this is not Dragon Ball Z. We'll still give Krillin the credit. I forget what happens if you have both Yang and Ursula. I think it's like the Mysidia one, so Shayla will be like, Yang? Ursula? I need to get a new family because this is just insane. The dwarves. I kind of wish we got generic dwarf party members, kind of like how we got soldiers. But yeah, if you haven't guessed it, it's pretty much a reenactment of what happened at the end of Final Fantasy IV. Everyone's putting their hands together and clapping and praying for our return and survival. Bottommost Depths is such a weird name. I've always called it the center, the core. Oh man, this final boss looks so dumb. Oh, he looks like an idiot. He doesn't... Like, if you have, like, a problem with your eyes, don't take offense by this, but look at the way his eyes are moving. The creature looks like it's not even in any control of its body. Oh, silly game. Machines can't think. This is kind of cringeworthy. You're not wrong. I'm feeling embarrassed myself just going through this cutscene. Ah, the 4 Eblon ninjas. You are never useful. But Yang, you are awesome, man. You keep strong. Harley, you go away. I also feel bad for Edward. He's really good in his own right. Lenora, I didn't even want to hear it. We're waiting for you and everyone else, fools. Oh, Sid. My Mr. T impression has definitely fallen off, though, since the first Final Fantasy IV. You have to feel it. All of our feelings were with you. Ugh. Oh, Rosa, the MILF of the century. By all powers combined. Sorry, everyone. We can't give up yet, or else we'll be goners for sure. This is true. This is accurate. Phew. No way I'm giving up yet. As if I could possibly do that. I believe in the crystals, and I believe in all that lives on the blue planet. I almost said lives. Mother, Father, I believe in myself, and I know what it takes. It's true, we are not alone here. The voices tell me, they call out for me. The crystals have regained their light. You are a gigantic woman slug. Alright, so this is the final form of the creator. Before you can actually do anything to him, her, it, you need to, let's actually have Theodore do it. Go to the bottom of your menu and use the crystal. They're not ripping off their own game. The crystal's glow has stopped the creator's rampage. Stop! Stop me now! Okay, it uses Black Hole, obviously it reduces all the buffs, that's why you don't actually do anything before the battle. Let's use Biome. Let's get some shells up, because it is very strong with its magical attack. And I'll probably put haste on Ursula to do more Twin Fangs after this. Now, the creator does have a regenerative ability, which will restore 9,999 hit points. That's why we're going to be doing more than that to this lovely creature of space. Its attacks aren't that strong. Actually, the hardest part I have with this boss is the second human form that we fought that started the battle off with Holy, because that one can cast Meteor, and it just does a stupid amount of damage. Could do a makeshift cannon, you're not wrong. I'm not going to, not yet. Let us do a Pure Aja. And that is it, just changing its weakness. Let's put a Protect up too. It does have some physical attacks. I think that one where it dove under and comes back up is the physical attack. But it only has 200 and there's regeneration, so let's take care of that. It does have about 200,000 hit points, so it's gonna take a little bit of time. Just keep Porum on like healing duty and protect duty. I'll probably put that haste on Ursula next. She doesn't really need it, but it does go a long way. There's the Blizzaga. Shouldn't be too bad. Especially with the shell up. Well, we got 2 shells up, I think. Now, if you're using elemental elemental spells, each time you hit it and it mutates, it will change its weakness, so it might start absorbing the element that you were just using. So you gotta be mindful of that. That's why I tend to use non-elemental attacks like Flare and Twin Rush. Here's another propagation, I think it's called. Yeah, it shouldn't really do too much damage. Just can completely heal it again, and I guess put a haste on Palm, but I think we're almost done. We can put a haste on Luca next. I don't think Theodore will benefit from it too much because he's going off of Ursula's band attack. I could be wrong, though. Actually, I am wrong, because his bar still needs to fill up, so we'll do him next. Do. I don't want to do a makeshift cannon, though. I use that a lot, so let's not do that. Now, this purple screen, I believe it's charging up for its strongest attack. I forget what it's called, but it's dead anyways, so it doesn't really matter.
The destruction has already begun. My destruction, and that of this new moon. You must run.
Bye! Thanks for the warning, Slug Lady. Guy. Hey, you didn't disappear at all. Nice tongue you got there. An earthquake? He can replicate himself all he wants to. We're going to be overwhelmed. We will make it in time. Will we make it in time? First, let's all strike a weird and awkward pose. Back to the Luna Wheel. I like how Suda was the only one's like, holy crap, everyone run. So yes, the creator is chasing us now. It's too dangerous to go back now. So yes, just keep running. We gotta go back through the final dungeon. Don't worry, it's not the entire way. Do I want to? I do. Let's heal up a little bit. Not... Oh, alright, I healed up. Let's swap rows. No reason. Oh, I undid my swapping. Yeah, we're not swapping rows for any reason. Don't worry about it. Just keep running. And yeah, don't worry about random encounters. We're not going to get into any. Just pretty much backtrack all the way to the Midna... I almost said catalysts, but the Midna chambers where they were sleeping. The hell, I think they're all called chambers, like the hyperbolic chambers. You sleep in it, it's like airtight, and supposedly it helps you from like aging or something. I gotta read up on that. It's complete bullshit. Don't listen to it. But it's like, I think Michael Jackson used to have one, or he was rumored to have one. And look where he got the him, right? Yes, an overdose on drug. He didn't actually die from old age, but still doesn't prove anything. At certain points, we're going to be attacked by the creator. Fun times. Pretty much the same thing as before. Don't worry too much about slowing it or doing anything like that. It's going to damage himself and us. More so himself. But we'll still use Twin Rush on him and attack to our heart's content. But he won't be doing much damage to us at all. And after a certain amount of damage is dealt to him, we can leave. We'll just... I don't want to do Pray, but we will do a Cure Aga. We are also doing like a lot more damage. I think they made it so he didn't have any, or her didn't have any defense whatsoever. Like, compare the Twin Rushes we did before. We were doing 15,000 to 16,000 damage. We're now doing 24,000. Still pretty good. But yeah, the runaway is definitely kind of weird. It's not as hectic to say something like Super Metroid. I think it probably would have benefited if it was automatic like Final Fantasy VI, you know? Not to spoil that game, because one day I will get to Final Fantasy VI. Just the chase sequence that they have in that game, I guess you can call it, is better played out because it's part of the credits, pretty much. Where's the next? I think the next encounter is like right... Not in this room. It must be in... No, yeah, it's in this room. Alright. You! What are you doing here? I waited, as you ordered. I have creepy eyes, don't I? Quick, just get into battle. We can't afford the animation costs to have him busting through the door. I might have Luca use a ether on, I mean, I might as well. There's no reason for me to keep my resources. Here, have a dry ether, Ursula. Maybe I'll use one on Palm next. You can't stop me. Just kind of keep myself topped up. You never know. You don't want to have a game over right in the final bit of the game, right? And yes, you can have one Palm. Alright. Probably just go on the attack with Luca next. Or, you know, Midna will ruin the moment. We will stop them. Alright, well, I have no emotional attachment to you, so we're leaving. We're also taking the little girl. Don't ask questions. Let's go together. Let's abandon the only thing you ever knew as a family and leave. Who am I kidding? You don't know what a family is. Pretty sure you've been locked in that container your whole existence. And you're pretty much a blank slate to be drawn upon, and we will draw. Ruination! Thank you for hurting yourself for 10,000 points of damage. I think Ursula is going to use a dry ether on Pollen. Yep. That's what I get for... Oh, Ursula. Not even Pollen, huh? That was more of a waste than I intended. Oh yeah, stopped it. It's all because of that Midna getting in our way, stopping Luca from attacking. Watched that child. That's creepy. But thank you for the Kiraja. And that's a lot better than yours, Porum. Someone needs to go back to training. Hi, gang creator. Nice seeing you. It's kind of like the Final Fantasy VIII Robo Scorpion sequence. Except there's no hut teacher with a whip at the end of this. Harley doesn't count. That child is us. Okay, Midna, someone has to explain to you how Protect works. It only works in the battle that we're currently in. You using that on us does nothing because it's no longer on us. Kind of wish they put more detail into the creator. At least in the final form for the 3D version. I think the way it looks in the 2D version is better. It's definitely more Final Fantasy than this. But in the face, I want to see more expression in the face, eyes, mouth, teeth even. That child is our future. Well, at least you're casting an offensive spell. You're right. We're using makeshift cannon. This son of a bitch wants to keep chasing us. It's gonna get our full power. And, you know, you can just keep blowing yourself up. That's fine. God damn it, Midna. About to go out on an epic fashion, but no. Creator, how could you? Well, thanks for the holy, I guess. See why I swapped my party? If you couldn't tell by now, we might have to have a little talk. Hi, Midna. You are our father. I guess he's male.
Thank you all. Buy all the other remakes and ports.
Sorry for chasing you for so long. You got boring. That is the last time we will see the creator. Thank God. They probably could have used to cut that chase sequence in half and maybe not have it at all. My goodness. What is it, sir? Are you spying on the neighbors again? The moon! Should have like a magician standing next to it and... Now, watch my moon disappear! Bye, Red Moon. Don't know why you're leaving, but bye. You know, I would make a comment about how all the insignificant characters are in the back, but Golbez, Yang, and Edward are there, so I'm not, because they're not insignificant. Oh, good, we got the creepy little girl with us. You can, Razor Theodore. You got this. The moon is leaving us. Maybe that guy sent the moon away for us. Huh? Sort of like a final favor or something. How would that even make sense, Paulum? It's hard to believe the crystals were created for such a reason. After all the worshipping we've done for them. What does this mean for the future of our crystals? Should probably liquefy them, really. It all depends on how we decide to use them, doesn't it?